What if I told you that building a really secure financial future isn't about some crazy luck or being a genius? What if it's just about following a surprisingly simple roadmap? Well, today, we're unlocking the powerful principles from the Bogleheads Guide to Investing to show you exactly how to get there. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's start with a fact that is honestly pretty startling. If you take 100 people at the beginning of their careers, by the time they hit retirement age, only 5 of them will be financially free. That means 95 out of every 100 people will still need a job or help from family or the government. In one of the wealthiest countries on the planet, how is that even possible? And, more importantly, how do you make sure you're one of the 5?
Well, the answer really starts with understanding your own financial DNA. It turns out there are basically 3 different financial lifestyles that people fall into. And this has nothing to do with how much you make. It's all about the choices you make with your money. Let's see which one sounds like you.
So this slide here really lays out the 3 paths. Are you a borrower, where debt is just constantly working against you? Or maybe you're a consumer, kind of running on that financial treadmill, never quite getting ahead. The goal, of course, is to become a keeper, someone whose money starts working for them. This one choice is, without a doubt, the most critical decision for your financial future.
Now, for those who choose the keeper's path, there's a force so powerful it's been called the 8th wonder of the world. Let's pull back the curtain on the engine that drives all successful long-term investing.
This quote, you've probably heard it attributed to Einstein. It just gets right to the heart of it. The real secret to building wealth isn't some massive income. It's about harnessing the power of your own money to create more money. This is the great equalizer in the world of finance. And this isn't just some abstract idea either. With a really simple tool called the Rule of 72, you can actually see this power in action. Let's say you're earning an 8% return. You just divide 72 by 8 and you get 9. That means your money doubles every 9 years. I mean, think about that for a second. Without you lifting a finger, your investment portfolio could literally double in less than a decade. This slide just illustrates that exponential growth perfectly. See how the jumps get bigger and bigger each time, from $10,000 to $20,000, then to $40,000? And this isn't some fantasy. It's how real people build real wealth. There are tons of documented cases of people who never earned a huge salary but ended up with fortunes over $1 million simply because they started early and let this process do its magic. So if compounding is the engine, what's the best vehicle to put it in, right? This is where most people get completely lost in a sea of complexity. But the Boglehead answer is, you guessed it, refreshingly simple. Okay, this is the central battle in the investing world. On one side, you've got these high-priced, actively managed funds that promise they're smarter than everyone else. And on the other side, you've got the humble index fund, which doesn't even try to beat the market. It just wants to be the market. The results? Well, they might just surprise you. So why does the simple approach win so consistently? It all comes down to a simple mathematical truth. Costs matter a lot. By choosing low-cost index funds, you keep more of your own money instead of just paying it to some fund manager. You're automatically diversified, you take all the emotional guesswork out of it, and you create a system you can basically set and forget. It is a proven, time-tested strategy for outperforming the so-called experts over the long haul. Okay, so you've got the right vehicle and the right engine, but the road to financial freedom is absolutely littered with traps that can sabotage even the best plans. These are the psychological mistakes we all need to learn to avoid. The first major trap is chasing what's hot. It's just human nature, right? We want to jump on the bandwagon of last year's big winner. But study after study shows that today's star is very often tomorrow's dud. The winning strategy is not chasing performance, it's sticking to your plan. The next trap is that siren song of market timing. This idea that you can perfectly sell at the very top and buy back in at the very bottom, it's a fantasy. Decades of data prove that even the most brilliant minds on Wall Street can't do it consistently. It's a fool's errand. The real winners are the ones who just stay invested, through thick and thin. And finally, we have to learn to just tune out the constant noise. I know it's tempting to follow the daily drama of the market on TV and online, but you have to remember, the goal of the financial media is to keep you watching, not to make you wealthy. Their entire business model is built on hype and fear. Your best move? Just turn it off and stick to your boring but incredibly effective plan. All right, we've covered the philosophy, the strategy, and the pitfalls. Now let's turn all this knowledge into action. Here's a simple, step-by-step plan you can start putting into place today, right now.
Look, before you invest a single dime, you need to build a solid foundation. First, shift your focus from your income to your net worth, what you own minus what you owe. Second, destroy any high-interest debt. I mean, paying off a 20% credit card is like getting a guaranteed 20% return on your money. And third, build an emergency fund. This is your firewall. It protects your long-term investments from life's inevitable curveballs.
So, if there is one number to take away from this entire explainer, let it be this one, 10%. Just aim to save and invest at least 10% of every single paycheck. It might not feel like a lot at first, but when you combine that habit with the relentless power of compounding, it becomes a truly unstoppable force for building your financial freedom.
And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. Building wealth isn't about some secret code or catching a lucky break. It's about a series of small, smart decisions made over and over, consistently over time. The story of your financial future is not yet written. The question is, what are you going to do today to start writing that first chapter?